keeping an eye on the interior. News 13 Sports starts right now.
Good evening, everyone. Jamie Schwartzwald in with sports. It's Thursday, so that means Puck Talk here on News 13, and today we're hanging with the Dogs, specifically Joe Philippi. Flip, what's going on, man?
Not much. How you doing?
Pretty good. Well, you know, you're a two-time guest here in the studio, so why don't we, everybody knows where you're from, why don't we start off with that nickname, Flipper? Where'd that come from?
Well, actually, it's Flip, and Raleigh wanted to spice it up, and he called it Flipper.
Gotcha.
But, you know, with hockey, everything gets, you know, twisted around, nicknames and such. But it's actually from my dad. His nickname was Flip. I don't know exactly how he got it, but now my older brother's Big Flip, I'm Joe Flip, and we got Little Flip, my little brother, and my mom Flip. So, I mean, it's a family affair. Everyone's Flip in my family, so.
This is Flip's goalie mask, and it's pretty well designed. So why don't we just talk about it?
All right, yeah. Well, this is my third helmet I've had painted in my life, but this time, you know, coming to Alaska, I kind of wanted to have an Alaska theme with, you know, I have the Northern Lights through the back here with the moon and a couple stars, and then on the back I have, you know, mountains with Northern Lights here on the top, and the last frontier in the state of Alaska. Then I have a dream catcher on the side. It's pretty cool, and then I have on this side I have a wolf and a Native American on the side. And I also have number 1 on the front because that's my number. But yeah, this summer I was kind of thinking about talking to my dad, Papa Flip, and he just said, you should do like an Alaska theme one. I thought it was pretty cool, so I just started drawing stuff up, and you know, I came up with this, and then I gave it to the guy who paints my helmets, and he did a great job, I think.
Now, so you're pretty artistic. How long did it take you to kind of get to the design that you wanted?
You know, I kind of looked on Google just for some ideas, and I was so into it, I just, you know, pretty much pulled an all-nighter and drew all the sketches up in one night. But, you know, it was cool that, you know, my dad helped me out a little bit with it, and, you know, it was a lot of fun.
Obviously, the mask is pretty Alaska-themed. How much have you enjoyed your time up here in the 49th state?
Oh, it's been great. You know, away from the rink, I've got to go moose hunting. I've gone fishing, actually. I came up a couple weeks early. I brought my buddy back from Minnesota. We came up and we caught king salmon, silver salmon, pink, red. Had a lot of fun, went grayling. It was awesome. We spent 2 weekends just going fishing. He's a better fisherman than I am, I'll admit it. Brandon, You're better than me, but I caught a 45-pound king salmon, and he caught a 39-pounder, so.
You got him by 6 pounds,
yeah,
huh?
Yeah.
So how was the fight in that bad boy?
Oh, there's a picture of me. Our guide is like holding me. We were on a riverbank, and it was almost pulling me in the water, so it was a lot of fun.
All right, well, let's get back to the ice a little bit. You know, a lot falls on goaltenders. You know, they're the only players on the ice that's credited with wins and losses. How much are you pulling for Perry, and how much is Perry, you think, pulling for you when you guys are on the ice?
Well, if you think about it, there's only, you know, 2 goalies for 1 net, and, you know, it's, you know, most of the time goalies are, you know, oh man, I hope he doesn't do very well, so, you know, I can get in. But like Steve and my relationship is really, it's positive. Like in practice, we're pushing each other, you know, so, and make a big save, we'll yell down the rink, hey, nice save, you know. And, you know, we help each other out, and I think, you know, the competitiveness helps us, you know, get better every day. And, but yeah, I definitely hope, you know, Steve does well and, you know, continues on with his career in hockey, and I hope, you know, me being positive to him and him being positive to me will help each other out down the road.
Now, you've been playing here for the Dogs for, you know, better part of 3 seasons. I've got a lot of saves on tape that I like, but one of my favorite cuts of video is you squaring off against Cale Robinson. Why don't you talk a little bit about that and how did that develop?
Oh, it was just last season. There's a line brawl going on, you know. We were down, you know, so it's like, you know, don't have really anything to lose, you know, except for, you know, try to gain momentum. I think we were down 4-1 maybe, and you know, I was thinking about line brawl, didn't really happen, but, you know, the refs cleared the rink up, and they were still talking to the penalty box, and I was just like, Coach, can I fight? And then Lardy's like, really? And he looks at Howard, and he's like, if he wants to, and I just threw my stuff off, and, you know, kind of pointed at him, and then, yeah, center ice squared up. I don't know. It was pretty adrenaline rush, you know. It happened so fast, but it was, you know, I don't know, might want to do it again sometime, get the dip rolling.
You know, more rivalries. You face the Kenai River Brown Bears this weekend. The last time here at the Dipper when you guys played, they got you in a 3-game sweep. You guys feel like you owe them a little bit?
Well, yeah, I mean, after, you know, the 3-game sweep at home from last season leaves a bitter taste in your mouth, and especially this season when we went down there on Friday night, was it 2 weekends ago, they put 10 up on us, and, you know, that's just quite embarrassing, to be honest. That was probably top 5 of my games I've ever been embarrassed, and, you know, we got Kenai's coming into town, and, you know, we had a great weekend last weekend, so we're going to build off of that, and hopefully, you know, we can give them a little Ice Dog magic, you know, take care of them at home, because it's fun to win at home, especially when we got all the fans at the Dip and everything they do. So, I mean, it's going to be a good weekend.
And it should be pointed out that the Dogs did come back and shut them out.
Yeah.
The next Saturday night.
Thanks, George.
You bet. Anyways, well, I'm looking forward to this weekend. And Flip, I want to thank you for coming down.
No problem, man.
All right, well, that is going to wrap it up for now. We are getting out of here, but you should stick around because Micah Johnson's coming up next with your extended 7-day weather forecast. So for Joe Philippi, I'm Jamie Schwartzwald, and you're watching News 13.